Hello to everyone joining today's webinar. I'd like to thank John, Neethi, and Denise, as well as Small Business Majority and the American Economic Liberties Project for making this great webinar possible. I'd also like to thank all of the small business owners and entrepreneurs joining today for strengthening our economy with both your ideas and putting those ideas into action, and then finally going the extra mile with your commitment to fighting for a level playing field. Because you're not just doing it for yourselves, you're doing it for so many other small businesses who may not even know who you are. And that is true activism and a true belief in America and the capitalist system. We're here because we know we have a monopoly problem, and it's hurting small businesses. A majority of small business owners say that one or more large companies dominate the market in their industry, and almost half agree that monopolistic practices have become more prevalent, not less, in recent years. This is especially true in our digital markets, where a handful of powerful corporations like Google and Amazon stand as virtual gatekeepers to opportunity for so many businesses. In the early days of the internet, Google was just one of the many upstart search engines. But today, Google has driven out most of the other players and controls more than 90% of the online search market. It also dominates huge swaths of the digital economy and offers services that compete with companies like Yelp and Kayak and Roku, not to mention countless small businesses and startups. Yet we currently have no effective laws on the books in the United States preventing Google from using its market power as a search engine to self-preference its own products and services over those of its competitors, regardless of quality or price. That means that Google has free rein to steer you to its own products over other equally good competitive ones, or maybe even better ones. If you search for videos, Google's YouTube will be at the top of your search result. If you search for news, Google News will be listed first. And if you're looking for a restaurant in Minnesota, you've got a lot of amazing options. Google has the power to steer you to its own restaurant review tool. I'm not saying that we get rid of any of this. We're just saying you got to have an even playing field. That's what we need to get rid of, is the self-preferencing. Another example of big tech's bullying dominance. The Wall Street Journal reported that an Amazon employee working on new products accessed data on a car trunk organizer manufactured by a third-party seller called Fortum, which is a four-person company run by two 29-year-olds. Soon after, Amazon launched 3 trunk organizers that were similar to Fortum's under its own Amazon Basics private label brand. I don't have to tell any of you what a bind this creates for small businesses. Entrepreneurs shouldn't have to give Amazon the tools to outcompete them in order to access the largest e-commerce platform in the world. These practices are bad for entrepreneurs, innovators, and consumers alike. Here's the good news. We're taking action. I'm working with partners in the Senate and the House to pass my bill, the American Innovation and Choice Online Act. In Samantha Bee's words, we have an Ocean's 11 of co-sponsors. That includes Senators Chuck Grassley and Dick Durbin, or Richard Blumenthal, Lindsey Graham, Mazie Hirono, John Kennedy, Mark Warner. What do these people have in common? They all do believe we should have equal playing field. Lawmakers from across the ideological spectrum understand that we must act to rein in the power of digital gatekeepers. What does the bill do? It prevents dominant tech platforms that have the power to control how, or even if, businesses can reach their customers online from preferencing their own products in ways that harm competition. So monopolies like Google won't be able to put their products ahead of competing products in search results just because they control the search engine and have 90% of the market. And Amazon won't be able to use small businesses' proprietary data to compete against them. That's what leveling the playing field is all about. Why am I confident about this bill? Number one, the tech lobbyists seem pretty concerned it's going to pass. They're smart, so I don't think they would spend $70 million trying to stop a bill that didn't have a chance. Walking around the Capitol, you find them behind every corner, in every room. And by the way, just for perspective, their side has 2,700 tech lobbyists, and I have 3 lawyers. But guess what? I've got really good lawyers, and they're really devoted. And I have all of you that care about small business and truly believe that we need our economy to succeed. And to do that, you can't have dominant companies just scaring away all the competition, buying out all the competition, and making for really hardly any competition. We know we're up against a lot. And I'm not trying to win a popularity contest with tech companies. And I'm not a Neanderthal. I've got all kinds of, here's my phone, you know. But what I believe in, that we need these products, we're excited about them. We're glad that they employ a bunch of Americans, but we also can do all that and still have fair competition. What else am I sure about? Well, number 2, in the face of attack ads, lobbyists, straight up lies about the bill, the American Innovation and Choice Online Act advanced out of the Senate Judiciary Committee by a bipartisan vote of 16-6. I'm pretty proud of that. And guess what? It's the first bill since the advent of the internet that is a competition tech bill that's headed to the Senate floor. And I'm going to keep fighting with my partners from both parties in the Senate and the House until it is signed into law. Thank you for inviting me to share a few words, and enjoy the rest of the event. You deserve it. And then let's get to work.